Run, river, run, run through the hills. Run, river, run to the sea. Run, river, run to your place beneath the sun. Run, river, run over me.
Hi, this is Jan Lewis. Welcome to be my guest. Today we have a real treat for you. We have Cole McNanna with us, and Cole is the grandson of Elaine McNanna in Milford, who does those beautiful pressed flowers that we've seen. Elaine has been with us, I think, about 4 times. And I have the pleasure of having her grandson, Cole, with me today. And Cole's about my own son's age. You're 21 years young,
Yep.
right? Cole goes to Curry College, and he is the editor of the Courier-Times. Now, you're in your senior year now?
Mm-hmm.
In your senior year. Are you counting the days till you get out of there?
No, not at all. I'm not ready to leave school. I don't want to leave college. I had the opportunity to graduate a semester early.
Yeah.
I chose not to do that because I just wasn't really ready to leave college.
Is there any way you could even stay as a mentor to the other ones?
I might. I'm hoping to kind of stay around the area after I graduate anyways. So maybe I can come back and, help with the journalism program. And
that would be, so ever since you were a freshman, you were interested in that, right?
Yep. Ever since high school, really.
High school?
Yeah, I wrote for the Scarlet Letter over at Milford High School, and I just kind of got into it. And when I realized I wasn't going to be playing sports anymore, I wanted to stay in sports. So I figured the next best thing would be covering sports.
So what sports were you playing?
So I played football in the fall. I played basketball in the winter up until high school. Then I ran track. And in the spring, I always played baseball, and that was my favorite sport. That was the sport I played the longest. So.
Are you still doing it?
Not anymore. No.
You'd rather do the editorial part.
I like writing about it now. Yeah.
You're going to see a few years. Watch. We're going to see him on TV as a sportscaster. You watch. Now you told me that you're taking at Curry College a course in broadcasting.
Yep. TV production and producing with Jerry Gibbs. He's actually a family friend of ours, so it's pretty cool being in the classroom with him. And and I'm going to host my own TV show just like this.
What's it going to be called?
In about a month. It's called Curry Talks.
Yeah.
And I'm actually going to bring on our new intramural director. He's the third person we've had in that position in as many years, so I'll kind of talk about what he's going to do to kind of stay on the campus and what he's going to bring. So.
Well, I'm sharing with Cole that when I was in college, I started off in radio. I think I was the only woman radio student broadcaster, and they took no prisoners. They said, if you want to do it, they sat me down. They said, you've got the morning to learn it, and I'm not techie minded, but I was a little too young to understand how I had to learn in 3 hours how to bring in the news, how to do this, how to talk on the air, how to spin. Well, back then we spun the thing,
of course,
and I had to learn all that. And so that's the radio. Then after that, I went into other things. Then I had my son. A year after I had him, I went into television. That was back in '93. I like them both, but I was just sharing with you. I kind of like seeing my guests right up front. I really enjoy it. You might do that too. Well, you're going to have
I'm going to eventually. Yep.
All right.
So we'll see how it goes. I mean, I still like talking to people as a journalist too.
Yeah.
So
you're going to be doing it as a journalist. Yeah, you're going to be doing it. And you also told me that you work for the Boston Globe.
I do. Yep. I cover high school sports. I'm covering high school football now. I'm responsible for Division 6. So I actually have teams around here like Medway and Ashland, and then I have teams like Hamilton, Wenham, up in Northern Mass. Middleborough is another big team that I'm covering. So this is my second fall doing it, and we just moved downtown Boston, so it's.
You live in Boston?
No, I live on campus, but our Boston Globe office just moved downtown. So.
Boston Globe. You like it?
It's pretty cool. Yeah,
so you're commuting, right?
I commute in. Yep. I found a parking garage. My dad helped me out.
There you go.
Did some research with me and found a parking garage that made sense. It's a 5-minute walk, so it's.
How much does it cost up for you?
It's a flat rate of $9
for the whole week.
If after weekdays after 4 and weekends all day, and that's the only time I go in is after 4 o'clock and on the weekends. So
well, that's a pretty amazing.
It worked out pretty okay. So thanks, Dad.
Hey, thank you, Dad. I took my son Wally, he's about your age, over to Clark, where my grandfather graduated in 1908. I wanted him to get used to this is your heritage,
Yeah.
So we were driving around. Have you ever been over there?
A couple times, yeah.
So we're trying to find the parking garage. It's free during the day. Yeah, it was at least free then. We just went in and walked the campus. It was pretty interesting. I'd love to go back. Not to have to get excellent grades, but just kind of take what I like and leave the rest,
Right.
like math,
Yep.
science. No, not so
No
much.
thanks.
But like you and I, like communications. Communications. You've heard of Emerson College.
Yep.
That's
That was one of the schools I was.
You were thinking
deciding
about.
between, yep.
That's where my parents met. Dad
Yeah.
went into radio. Mom was on stage. So that's a key college.
pretty cool.
But Curry has a good program for you, right?
Yep. We actually just changed the journalism concentration to now it's multimedia sports journalism. So I'm going to graduate with a concentration in sports journalism, which is what I want to do. So
you're a natural.
it's
You look
pretty
like one of the Patriots. It looks like it. All right, now you have a big fundraiser coming up in November. Tell us about that.
I do, yeah. So I did last year with my barber Nick. This year he's got to take the year off to deal with some other issues, but I'm gonna take it over and I'm gonna get rid of this beard and just go with the mustache for the month of Movember. And I'm going to raise money for prostate cancer and suicide awareness and mental health.
Now,
So-
where's this going to take place?
So I'm going to be, it's going to be everywhere. I'm going to be on social media. I'm going to be, I'm going to get a table down at the student center over at school. I'm going to talk to people at school, and maybe I can come back again in that month and talk about it some more.
Yeah.
I'm going to be everywhere.
With a mustache, and I picture the beard and the mustache now. So the beard goes, and you're going to be like a long Fu Manchu, right?
A little bit. I hope it'll get some more length, but
Well, you can always do
see
the
how it
handlebar
goes.
thing at the end.
Yeah.
Are the other guys going to do that?
I might convince some friends. I'm not quite sure yet, so we'll see. Hopefully, I'll at least just get.
Was
some
this
funds.
your idea?
A little bit. My father has already beaten prostate cancer, so is his father, and so I was doing some research for a public speaking class actually, and I had to make a speech that I had to do something that meant a lot to me. So I chose to look at prostate cancer and what we can do to kind of raise some funds and do some research for it. So
There's no age group for your father has to be very young, so there's no age limit here, is there?
no, not at all. I mean, he's in his 50s.
He's still very young.
Very
I hear
young.
about the older gentlemen in their 70s and 80s, maybe a little bit higher up, but then again, it can hit anywhere.
Yeah. So that was a big reason as to why I wanted to kind of get out and do this. So,
I'll bet he's appreciative.
He's yeah.
How about Grandpa? Is he still with us?
Yep. He's appreciative too. Yep. I mentioned him in one of the speeches that I had to make, and so I'm gonna be everywhere on social media. You can follow the link, just mobro.co/Cole McNanna. And
how can people participate? They reach you, but then what can they do?
So they can donate money. I'll be writing some blogs for the Courier Times, most likely, and I'll be tweeting those out, and I'll be sharing those to Facebook as well. I'll put up Instagram posts with links to go and donate and read more about, kind of what I'm doing. So
will there be a run, something physical, like a 5K?
Not quite, no. But
you're gonna meet up somewhere though. Will you meet up physically?
Not quite. I mean, I'll be at the student center, so I'll be able to talk to anybody going to get lunch or getting dinner, and
Sure.
share my cause. And
this is great. Cole, can you share your email address so someone could actually talk to you?
So my email address is colemcnanna@yahoo.com, and you can follow me on Twitter @cmac217. My Facebook is Cole McNanna. On Instagram, I'm Cole McNanna7.
MC, then NANNA, not MAC. You're Irish.
I'm Irish.
I'm Scottish. MC, NANNA.
Yep.
Okay, because just too fast. So COLE. This is a wonderful idea. Now, how long is it going to go for?
So the whole month of November, I'm just gonna rock my mustache and kind of take a break from the Dollar Beard Club and
the what club?
The Dollar Beard Club.
What's that?
It's a service where I order some beard oil and some beard products that kind of help growth and kind of help it.
That is a cool.
Contained and.
Do the other guys know about this in your group?
A few people, yeah.
My son hasn't told me anything. Well, he just shaved his head. He got sick of playing with it and he didn't want to go to the barber.
Oh yeah.
I took him yesterday. The other day, he luckily had one of those little Greek Greek caps to put him. He's mortified, I think. But he shaved his head. I'm like, what did you do? He did look great. I can't wait for it to grow back. But I hadn't heard about this thing.
Yeah. So yeah, last year I started all over again, but this year I've kind of let it grow a little bit. So I'm gonna keep my mustache this year, and then ditch the beard for a couple weeks at least.
Yeah, I think you look good with them. Just mustache.
Yeah. My dad has just a mustache too, so I'm gonna look exactly like him. I'm sure.
Now I was noticing when Elaine McNanna and Cole is her grandson, walked in, immediately the eyes, and they're not the same color, but you could tell that's her grandson. You really can tell. Do you look like either one of your parents in particular?
I get a lot of people saying that I look like my dad. I get some people saying that I look like my mom. I get a lot of people saying that I look exactly like my brother too.
Yeah.
I don't really see it. I see some similarities for sure, but I mean, people say me and my brothers are twins, and I don't know.
Just a few years apart.
Just a couple of years.
When you were in high school, where did you go to high school?
I went to Milford High School.
You went to Milford. Graduated?
2014.
Okay, Wally, 2010. Okay, so you're 4 years apart. Did you know, you knew then, right, that you wanted to do this?
Yeah.
That's unusual to know right so soon.
I know it. My mom says at the same time, all the time, that, you know, we're fortunate that me and my brother both knew what we wanted to do when we were going into college. So
what did your brother do?
He's going to school to be a physical therapist, actually. Yep, he's a year and a half about through getting his doctorate in physical therapy.
Where's he?
He's out at Franklin Pierce's auxiliary campus in Goodyear, Arizona, actually.
Wow, he didn't go far, did he? He went as far as he could.
Yeah, a little bit. So
it's hot out there for the students.
It's pretty hot, but his apartment complex has a pool and a hot tub, so he's okay.
Oh, he's all set. Oh, give me a break.
But yeah, it was pretty cool. Last summer when he moved out there, me and him actually took the road trip out there and caught some baseball games on the way and kind of bonded and.
Yeah.
You know.
How soon in high school did you? This boggles my mind. I mean, so many people in your generation are like, well, I don't know yet, you know. But how soon did you know?
I mean, I remember taking a journalism class sophomore, junior year of high school with Mr. Kaz, and ever since then, I kind of got involved with the newspaper, and you know,
the high school newspaper.
High school newspaper, yep.
Oh, you started on that.
Yep.
Was that scary, or did you really just jump in?
I jumped right in for the most part. I don't remember a whole lot about, you know, what I did or what kind of articles I wrote, but yeah, I knew I wanted to get involved, and that was the way to do it. So
that's how you did it.
And that's how I did it, and that's what I did when I got to Courier as well. You know, I jumped right on the Courier Times, and I was rewarded last year. I was made the sports editor, and this year I took over the role of editor-in-chief. So
you applied to Courier, and what were the other ones?
I applied to a few different schools. I went to Emerson and Endicott and Gordon and
all great schools.
All great schools. All great communication schools.
Is Courier 4 years?
Courier's 4 years. Yep.
4 years,
Yep.
Okay. And you stayed with, what's your major precisely? What was it?
So it's communication major with a concentration in multimedia sports journalism.
This is awesome. You know, you can get guys, and even the girls these days out there, if this interests you, connect with, again, tell them how they can connect with you.
Yeah, so you can find me on Facebook at Cole McNanna. Find me on Twitter at CMAC217. I'm on LinkedIn, Cole McNanna.
What an inspiration, you know, if you're in high school right now, even middle school if you're thinking about this. You know, you're a mentor already. It comes across, you're excited, you're into it.
Yep.
What was the hardest part being a Courier? I mean, this is your love. So what was maybe one subject you absolutely just had to claw your way through? Anything?
Math and science for sure. Those have always been kind of...
No.
Yeah.
No, they warned me when I went up to Plymouth for my interview. This is unusual too. I got accepted that day. But the administrator said, I said, well, when will I know? He says, you've been accepted. We had driven from Western Mass up to Plymouth. My father said, no way. I said, yes. But they warned me. He says, you're not going to do well in college math. It was a super heads up, and boy, was he right.
Oh, yeah.
I had to keep going back and redoing it. Finally, I think I made it on a C. But, I mean, if I would have had a D, I would have been okay. But, you know, it's like in high school. You begin to see where you're not so hot at. You know? Now, what's Courier like? Is that... liberal arts? Yeah,
it's kind of liberal arts school. We're also big in the nursing program. We have a big nursing program and a big criminal justice program as well. and communications is up there as well. So we have a big radio station. We have a respectable TV station, and
what's your call letters on the radio?
On the radio, we're WMLN. I think it's 91.5 out there, FM.
I probably could get it.
You might be able to, yeah.
Yeah, FM, sure. Sometimes FM comes in better than AM.
Yeah.
I don't know why. WBZ at night, I listen to that. I know they cover right off, way out west. It's such but the static sometimes. I don't think they have an FM affiliate.
I don't
I know
think so.
WTAG in Worcester does. You'd love, there you go too, there's a sports over here. Yeah, you start thinking about he's got WTAG, he's got Worcester. Yeah, but you're probably aiming for Boston, right? We may see you on Channel 5 eventually.
Maybe.
So again, tell us more about so it was something you had to choose about the fundraiser. So you chose prostate cancer. How many people are in on this? Is it just you running it, or do you have some help?
Yeah, no, it's really just me. Last year, like I said, I did with my barber. He wanted to do something like that, and we kind of brainstormed together, and we found this thing, and he led the team, and I was able to take it out to Curry and add on to it. But this year, unfortunately, his girlfriend just came down with Hodgkin's lymphoma. So he's got to take a step back. She's undergoing chemo now. She's getting better. She's about a quarter of the way through. I was just talking to him today, and so she's doing good. But he's got to take some time and kind of deal with that. So so I'm going to kind of take it over, and I'm going to bring it out to school and talk to people about it, and maybe some people will shave their mustaches with me or shave their beards with me and embrace the mustache. But we'll see.
Why not? It's sort of like the ice challenge for ALS, is it?
Yeah.
You picked a great, what's the word? I want to say gimmick. Approach.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, definitely.
But the girls can't grow their mustache.
Not quite.
Can they put on a fake one for it?
Yeah, you could do that.
That would be wonderful. No, that would be good.
That would be pretty
if you
cool.
really want to do it, I don't think you're going to turn her away.
No, absolutely not. Anybody's welcome to grow their mustache.
Tell me about what it's like to be an editor. Tell us about that on your what's that like?
It's weird, I mean, it is my second year doing it, but it's fun. It's fun working with people and kind of getting them better, and kind of sharing your feedback and getting them to be better writers, and like you said, people are looking up to me, and it is kind of weird. Yeah. It is different that people are really listening to me and taking what I have to say to heart, because they don't know any better.
So you have to get the actual topics for the newspaper.
For the most part,
You have to send your journalists out there, or do you just go out there and start?
No, for the most part, I'm sending people out. So we have a handful of writers in the stables, and so we can send them out to anything. We got a great sports editor in Steve Souza. And Christiana's our managing editor, so all of us together kind of find stories worth covering on campus, and we send people out.
I know when I went to Clark, I think theirs is called the Crimson. Their colors are red and white. What colors are you, Curry?
We're purple and white.
Okay, purple and white. What were Milford's high school?
Milford's red, white, and black.
3 colors.
Yeah, sort of.
So you started off as a journalist there, right? On it.
Yep.
And then was there a senior who kind of helped you along?
A little bit. Actually, a buddy of mine who's a year older than me, who actually works at the Globe too. His name's Ryan Hathaway. He's the man.
All right.
Yeah, he kind of showed me the ropes. He was my sports editor for a year, and then he graduated, and then I kind of took it over for him, and he had that opportunity to go cover high school sports for the Globe, and I was kind of the next guy up.
Yeah.
So we had that connection. The high school sports editor also went to Curry. His name is Craig Larson, and he finished his 2 years at Curry, and now we have a connection. My academic advisor Jeff Lemberg hooked everybody up, and I was just kind of the next guy. So yeah, Ryan helped me out at the Courier Times, and now he's helping me out at the Globe. So
how were you? What year were you in when you finally made it to editor?
I was this year, my senior year. Yeah, as a junior last year, I was a sports editor.
Yeah.
So I was in charge of the sports department, but now I got everything.
So now going to the Globe, have they sent you to like the Sox and the Patriots yet?
Not quite yet.
Not yet.
I'm still just covering high school sports.
Is your aim to be on television as well as on paper?
I'm mainly shooting to be on paper.
Yeah.
My goal is to cover the Boston Red Sox
Yeah.
for some news publication.
Well, we also have the Metro West News, the Milford.
Yep.
You're a shoo-in, aren't you, in all these things?
I would like to think so,
Well,
but
yeah,
we'll
just
see.
say, show them your interview and say, this is what I do. How big is the Courier paper that you work for?
We actually don't print anymore. We haven't printed since I've been there.
So the kid has to have a computer.
It's yeah.
Yeah, but what's the fun?
Everything's online now. Yeah.
Well, it's kind of fun to be able to go to the campus book, somewhere in the cafeteria and just pick up a copy, right?
That was one of my arguments. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna kind of try and see if we can maybe bring print back this year for a couple issues. But
A lot of kids might
for
not
now,
know
yeah.
that it's online because it's out of sight. You know what I'm saying? But where they see it, and they might see a fellow classman on the front cover.
Yeah.
If I were the editor, I'd say, well, we're going to have to do both, I guess, to please everyone. But boy, I'd have that right there in physical form. That's fun.
It is fun. Yeah, it's definitely something I want to try and get done for the rest of the semester and next semester for sure.
Is it in color or black and white?
I'm not sure. I'll have to kind of see.
No, but right
what
now
I'm-
online is it?
Oh, online it's all color.
It's all
for sure.
color.
Yep.
So you do everything. You're not just doing sports on that. You're doing probably everything.
Yep.
If you hear about one of the professors who has something interesting he or she is doing, that type of thing, you say, go out there and get that story.
Yep.
And they do a good job.
They do a good job. Yeah.
Do you have to fire at all?
No.
No, they're all volunteers. Right?
Yeah, for the
You're a
most part.
volunteer.
So
Did you think you'd be doing this when you were maybe in middle school?
not at all.
No.
In middle school, I thought I was going to be a professional athlete.
Well, you're close. You see, you've done. And in Milford, you played what? You played basketball.
Football, basketball for a little bit, but I ran track in high school.
Boy, that running track, that would tire you out real quick.
I didn't. I was only a sprinter, so I never ran any more than 200 meters. So
Did you have to, like you see kids around here, looping around? You didn't have to do that, right? You were just like that out of the gate. That would appeal to me more, I think, just bang.
my race was over under 10 seconds. My parents, if they were late, sometimes they missed it because they were looking for a parking spot or.
Do you have like
whatever,
a sports talk group at Curry?
No, not quite. I mean, we kind of do that on the newspaper site. We write game reports and talk to student athletes and
You do it. You
tell their
probably
story
do
a
it on the
little
TV there, right? On your station.
a little bit. Yeah. Sometimes they go out and cover sports and do that live cast, but they don't do that a whole lot.
Not a lot. It's coming, I'll bet.
think
You've
so.
gone out there with a microphone, haven't you?
Not
yet?
No, I mean with a voice recorder, for stories, yeah.
For the stories.
But not quite on.
What do
not
you
quite
like
on
the
camera.
best about this? We're talking with Cole McNanna, and he is the grandson of Elaine McNanna, who's been on this many times. She does a beautiful pressed flowers, and she's watching us right now. She's right here watching her grandson. And Cole is quite a guy. He is the editor of the newspaper in the Curry College, and he also has a prostate cancer fundraiser coming up he calls it Movember. So I'd ask, what do you like best about this now during your editing? What do you like?
I don't know. I mean, I've kind of always been kind of in charge. I was a 3-sport captain. I was a senior in high school.
Oh, you're the leader. You're a leader.
I've kind of always been in charge. So I enjoy having that responsibility and kind of having it be on me.
Did your parents see this when you were little? Did you always head to the front of the line?
I think so. I mean,
Yeah.
I would like to think that they kind of brought me up to be that way, and even my brother too. They showed us the way, and
So you like all
we're just
parts
kind
of it,
doing-
basically.
Yeah.
Do you have to, like, you're trying to finish your studies? How do you fit in the time, though?
It is tough. I definitely try and get my schoolwork done first, but sometimes if I don't want to really get into my senior sem readings, I'll read an article and edit that first, and kind of give myself a break. It all just comes down to time management. So
When are you going to graduate? June?
May of 2018. Yeah.
Okay, so after that, you could take the summer off?
Maybe, probably. Hopefully I'll hang out at the Globe some more. My buddy Ryan's already graduated, and he's still covering field hockey for the Globe. So I worked over the summer at the office. So hopefully I'll kind of stay on and
So
cover
is
some
his
high school.
name in the Globe? If I was to buy the Globe, I'd see your friend's name come
Yep.
up. So is yours coming up yet?
Yep. I've been out to a few games this year, and I went to a few games last year, and yeah.
Okay, so if you buy, is it better to get the weekend edition of the Sunday of the, to see your?
Yeah, so with football coming on, it's mainly Friday nights and Saturday games. So
Sunday edition might show.
Sunday edition will have the Saturday games. Even the Saturday paper might have an earlier game, and Saturday will have all the scores from Friday night as well.
So I don't think I'm going to deep six the sports page anymore. The Globe, I just okay. Cole McNanna.
Yep.
Cole McNanna. Are you going to be in this Sunday?
I hope so. Well, we'll have to see. I'm not sure if I'll go to a game or what's going to happen this weekend.
Oh, you're a natural. Not only is he outgoing and he likes what he does. I mean, it just radiates. Before we sign off, Cole, tell them again about your fundraiser, how to sign up, the whole thing.
So going to be doing Movember. My dad already beat prostate cancer, and I'm trying to. Me and my brother are trying not to have prostate cancer, so we're going to be doing some research and raising some funds for that research to maybe find a cure. And on top of that, we're also going to be kind of looking at mental health and suicide awareness. And it's Movember is all about just being there for your man, and no matter what, whatever they're going through, is just being there. So I've been growing this mustache for a few months, and I'm gonna keep it going.
How long the beard? How long have you?
I trimmed it in June and the beginning of the summer, and
so that's
I let it go, and it's gonna go November 1st. I'm gonna come back and get my beard trimmed and get my mustache shaped up. And
how can they reach you again?
So you can go to mobro.co/Cole McNanna. You can follow my Twitter at CMAC217. You can follow me on Instagram at Cole McNanna 7. Sorry, and my Facebook is Cole McNanna, and I'll be posting all over the place, trying to get people to join in and donate some funds.
Make some flyers.
I'll make some
Get them up
flyers.
as much as you can. Bring them over here. Another good thing to do is, UMass Medical in Worcester?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been inside?
Yep.
You know where the cafeteria is?
I think so.
All right. As you leave the cafeteria, no kidding, there is this huge bulletin board for the public. I've put ads on there before. You're going to catch, you should catch. And also, in the medical school, they have a ton of bulletin boards. You're going to catch guys your age and the girls your age too, if you want to reach that age group as well. So you've got a smorgasbord of places to put flyers up. I don't know if Milford Hospital, if you're connected with them, your grandma Elaine might know who to connect with.
That's true.
Get the word out, more and more and more.
Yeah.
I think that is great. I don't know if there's a prostate cancer support group over there. Elaine could probably tell you more about that. But boy, would you be a great speaker. Have you thought of that?
A couple times.
That's the way to go. You've been there, done it. As far as knowing about your father and your grandfather, you're drawing on the strengths of them and their experience, and that gives strength and hope to people who are going through it. To heck with your age, right? If you're a guy, get in there and get tested. Some doctors say, I don't know if you've heard this, they push you away, like, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to tell my son, who's about your age, don't horse around. Get in. It's not in my family, but I don't care. Just get yourself checked out. Same with if I had a daughter. Start going to the gynecologist. Get the tests that we girls get. Don't wait. There's no reason to wait. You want to live to see your children grow up, right? And yourself. Thanks so much, Cole, for being on.
Thank you for
having me.
having
It's been a pleasure. Come back and talk with us, all right?
For sure.
Okay. We'll see you next time and be my guest.